Today's the day for Europe's two greatest 6 furlong 2-year-old races, the Middle Park for the boys and the Cheveley Park for the fillies. Wathnan Racing has runners in both. In the colts race, first run in 1866, Defence Minister. Unbeaten, diverted here in search of decent ground and trained by Qatari Hamad Al-Jehani.
Hamad, this is Defence Minister, and he's 2 from 2 since joining you, and those are his only two lifetime runs. How important a horse is he for you?
To have him from the breeze up, and he have the first win of his career, it's really important for me, and I can say he's the most important horse for me because he's, I will say, belong to Hamad Al-Jehani stable from the beginning, so it's a big thing for me.
When he went to Newmarket on the July course here and he won on his debut, and Safi Osborne rode him and he weaved through the pack and he had his head down right on the line. How big a moment for you was that? How proud were you of that achievement?
Yeah, I was very happy to see him show that he can win in the first day. We asked Sophie not rush on him, don't put him in pressure from the beginning. Give him all the time to let him join the race, enjoy what he's doing to do, and we chose a Newmarket, so it will not be a long trip for him in the car. We believe that horse he have a lot of ability to show. It's something different to see one horse have his first time win in the Newmarket. I will say it's a big move for us. So we was really excited to see. I can say he's make for us one special day, I will say.
And then you go to Haydock, and he has to go and do it again. And this time he has to do it under a penalty, so he has to give weight to horses who haven't won a race. Did you think he improved?
I can say he's improved and he know what he's need to do. James ride him like in, I will say, professional way. And that day we asked James, no, now we need to see how he's good. Like
so you need to teach him a little bit more.
Yeah,
a little bit more.
Yeah, and after that race, he say he still have more to give, and he still need more experience. So that's a good sign for us, and also for him.
Obviously, he's an unbeaten 2-year-old. He's got a nice pedigree. He's done really well. You're dreaming about next year. What sort of horse do you genuinely believe he will be next year? What sort of races do you think he'll be running as a 3-year-old?
I will say it's too early to find out what his exact level. So the first time out he won, second time out he won more comfortable, but the third one I think it's the main thing for us.
This is a colt by Too Darn Hot, and he's certainly scorched the turf on his 2 starts so far, and fingers crossed that at this next crucial juncture he can prove himself a genuine stakes horse. This is Defence Minister. All the best with it.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
In the Cheveley Park Stakes, Wathnan run one of the fillies of the year, Leovanni. Trained on the Yorkshire moors by Karl Burke. First the Queen Mary, then the Cheveley Park, a cherished double not won since 2001.
She's a Christian of a filly. You can see she's got a great temperament. That hasn't changed with racing. Sometimes, especially fillies, they can get a bit aggravated with when they're racing. But she's a real queen, really, and most importantly, she's very quick.
Leovanni has asked her stretch, and she's quickened away here. She's drawn 3-4 lengths ahead, and is already looking a useful prospect.
She broke her maiden at Nottingham and went to Ascot as favourite, and she duly obliged. She took everything in her stride, it was just slightly unusual for a young 2-year-old going into Royal Ascot. It's a big occasion, as we know, and going there after just one run. The whole experience and the crowd, she's got a great mind, and she took it all well within her stride, and was very straightforward in the race, won very well.
Leovanni on the far side, Mighty Eru is trying hard to close, but at the line, Leovanni is the decisive winner of the Queen Mary.
We gave her a bit of time off, and then preparing her for the Lowther of the Group 2 at York, stepping her up to 6 furlongs. In hindsight, I think we could have done with another week of work with her, really. I think because we let her down and she relaxed a bit too much maybe, and I think she just lost the race at York early on in the race. She just wasn't as sharp as she was at Ascot and got two or three lengths further back than ideal, and I think that just cost her in the end. But the main thing is she came out of York really well, and on the day we learnt that she stays the 6 furlongs really well, so we can go into Newmarket and the Cheveley Park with a little bit of confidence, certainly on the distance. I don't think we have to worry about that. The undulations of Newmarket might be a different problem for her to solve, but she's moving really well at the moment, and I'm very, very happy with her. She's not an over big filly. But she's compact, strong, muscular, very much a 2-year-old, I think. She's got enough size to suggest she will train on into a 3-year-old career, but she is very much a 2-year-old stamp of filly, and she's showing that on the track. I like the horses to be relaxed. I mean, Spigot Lodge lends itself to the whole atmosphere here is very relaxed. Horses, it's their space. They're not going to thrive if they're not relaxed in their own home, so to speak. She's a beautiful temperament filly, and you wouldn't mind a dozen of these around the yard every year. I mean, she's heavy in my arms now. She's actually fallen asleep there.
Leovanni, could she get her name on the pages of history? Today will tell.